Aloha everyone, I'm geologist Philip Ong, bringing you guys another eruption quick take. Kīlauea's shrinking lava lake, our topic this week. This USGS HVO photograph shows the crusting over areas in the northeast and the southwest of the active lava lake. Now the active lava surface is filling more of a central area in between several of the remaining islets that occur within the lava lake. Some of these on the south side have actually formed part of the new rim of the elevated lava lake, which is now 7 to 10 feet, 2 to 3 meters higher in this active portion in here than a lower portion here in the southwest. This is a USGS HVO f1 camera showing that same view from the west. We'll keep an eye on the northeast and the southwest sections as they crust over here. There are a few overflows from the west vent occurring early in the sequence, and that tells you that the sequence has restarted the loop there. The fusion of lava from the submerged entry point continues throughout the sequence, and you'll see that the active lava remains in a more central location and eventually starts overflowing. Right? I've got it kind of fast here, but we'll start off looking at the sequence at higher speed. Northeast, southwest, showing darker colors heard at the beginning of the loop last week. The darker colors corresponding to lower temperatures, as you can see in the scale on the left here in Celsius. And closer in, you can see a little bit better the formation of this rim here. And similarly in the north. We'll look at the S1 camera, nighttime view only. So from view from the south of the same process, southwest is now over here, northeast is over here. You can see pulses. Now the daytime images. See pathways of lava between the islets that are more likely to remain open in other areas that appear to be closing off, so that we may end up with a smaller surface of active lava, something like this, once this process comes to completion. Now the lava surface is shrinking, but lava is still moving underneath this crust and filling underneath that harder rock, and the lava lake itself has maintained its depth. Looking back at the lava lake level for the last week, started off less than a meter lower than now, had a slight rise early in the week, and have really stabilized despite all the smaller and larger variations within. So even though the lake is crusting over, lava levels have remained more or less at 227 meters, 745 feet deep, with smaller and larger variations. We'll zoom in here on the southwest part of that lava lake. And this is an area that's 7 to 10 feet lower than the fresher lava that's pouring over, forming a new levee somewhere around here. In fact, this area has been sagging down, and there are places where you can see tipped up crust that's wedged against the edge of the previous crater levee, and you can see some incandescence below, as there is possible void space due to degassing, compression, and cooling of the lava beneath. Gas measurements are also down. Our most recent measurements have all been in the low end between 300 and 550 tons per day. That's lower than our previous low about a month ago, which in between eras we've had measurements ranging from 800 to 1200 tons per day. Slightly rising tilt during that era, but the tilt, that slightly rising tilt, is within a background of many deflation-inflation events that have occurred here over the past month. And in fact, this past week we had a triple third sequence of 3 back-to-back, and as we record, we have an ongoing deflation-inflation event as well. Finally, we'll share a new map of the eruption site. This is before the contraction of the lava lake. So this area in red is the original active lava surface last week, and now we've crusted over the southwest section and part of the northeastern section, approximately in those areas there. We also have new statistics. So we are now at 40 million cubic meters, 11 billion gallons of lava within that pit. One final note, thermal mapping by the USGS on April 16th suggests that 93% of the recent lava surface is now cooled and stagnated. This is prior to the recent crossing over event, which by our estimates reduced the active surface by 20% in the southwest and 5% in the northeast. So overall, we may be closer to 95% of that entire new lava area that's been crusted over and is now stagnant. And that is today's quick take. Mahalo.